Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is the third video of my video series, which talks about video and image generation. And my whole video series is based on the Comfyui and AMD GPUs. My GPU model is 6600XT with only 8gbVram. Okay, today's video is about a new node pack called WanVideoWrapper. And it is a very good node pack comparing to the official node, and it can customize and it can enable you to customize some parameters when generating video, and I think it is more efficient than the official one. If you don't know the Comfyui installation process, please make sure to watch my first video. I will leave a link in the upper right corner. And if you don't familiar with the future model video generation, please check my second video. I will leave a link in the top right corner too. Okay, let's get started. Before we get into the workflow, I need to talk about the prerequisites, because we're using a whole new node pack called WanVideoWrapper. So we have several node packs to install. The first one is WanVideoWrapper, and the second one is frame interpolation, and the third one is Video Helper Suite, and the last one is Comfyui memory cleanup. Today we're gonna teach you another way to install node pack for Comfyui. The first installation method is through Comfyui Manager and Custom Nodes Manager. I've talked about this in my first video, and in today's video we're gonna teach you another way to install Comfyui node packs, and it is manual installation. And for example, I will demonstrate how to install WanVideoWrapper using manual installation method. And first, you should come to this address using your Chrome browser. I will include this link in the video editing area. And when you get on this page, you just choose code and press copy URL to clipboard, and then navigate to the Comfyui custom nodes, and here you just type CMD, and it will take you directly to this node. So to take you directly to this directory, so you don't need to navigate to it manually. And here you just type git clone and paste the URL here and press enter, because I've already installed this node pack, so it will give me a fatal error. If you don't have it installed, it will clone the whole GitHub repo into this custom nodes pack, and you can enter into this directory Comfyui WanVideoWrapper, and here you can find this requirements. Requirements.txt, and use pip install -r requirements.txt and press enter. I will not do this again because I already installed it. I just show you how to install it. It will install the Python packages for this WanVideoWrapper. It's just install some prerequisites. Okay, the reason I teach you how to install this manually is sometimes you will have conflicts in Python libraries because Notepad 1 may need package A and the version is 1.0, and the second Notepad may also need package A, and it will need the 2.0 number. It will cause conflict, so you have to choose whether to use Notepad A or B. And here you can see it clearly. But if you use Comfyui Manager to install it, it will not show this error message clearly. Okay, it's the way how to install the WanVideoWrapper. And the second one is frame interpolation. I will include this address too. And the third one is video helper suite. And the third one is Comfyui memory cleanup. I will also include all the addresses in the video editing area, so you can install it manually yourself. Okay. Just now I just mistakenly closed the Comfyui. I just restart it here. Okay, just wait a little moment so it can start up. The Comfyui, to do the Comfyui user.batch will check for Comfyui updates, and it will update Comfyui automatically when it starts up. And sometimes it just, when you stuck on some point, it just close it and rerun it. It will run through smoothly. Okay, it detects my GPU and loading nodes and also some other custom nodes. If you install the node correctly, you will find it here, like the WanVideoWrapper, and it is listed here. It means it installed correctly. Okay, let's get back to the workflow. Okay, let's get to the center of the workflow. It's the key sampler. I've talked about it in my second video. The key sampler is the center of the workflow. If you studied a workflow, you should look for the sampler first and check for its inputs and outputs. Okay, the first input is the model, and you should actually load the node here. You can just type it here. Run video sampler, and just drag and put it here. And the first input is model. You can search for the node and drag the node here, just like I do. And the first input is the model, and the first node is the WanVideo model loader. See, it has a lot of customizations than the official one. So I always use WanVideoWrapper when I generate videos. And here in the model parameter, you just choose 1.2.2 text image to video 5B FP16. Look, it's FP16, and in my first video is Q6, and this model is more powerful than the quantized one. Although it is also a quantized one comparing to IP32, but it's more powerful than the previous one. And I will leave a link in the video editing area where to download this model. And when you download it, you can put it here to do the Comfyui models, diffusion model, Wan2.2, and paste it here. And when you paste it, you have to restart the Comfyui and click here and choose it. And bit precision, you should use IP16. Please don't choose BF16 because it is not well supported by the AMD cards. I've run some tests and it will take a much longer time when generating videos. And quantization, choose disable, and load device, choose offload device. And attention mode, use sage attention. And the second node is WanVideoWrapper blocks web. It actually lifesaver for the low VRAM users because I only have 8gbVram, so I need to swap some of the model parameters to the system RAM, and this node just does this thing. And if you have 8 VRAM, just as I do, please use the parameter I use here. And this is the first input. The second input is the image embed. It's just empty latent. You just choose this node, drag it here, WanVideo empty embeds, and use this resolution because I only have 8gbVram, so I'll choose a lower resolution. If you choose an upper one, a more bigger ones, it will cost more time to generate. And the third one is text embed. Here I use a new node. It's included in the WanVideoWrapper. It's called WanVideo Text Encode Cached, and it is a very powerful one. And the model I use this one. I leave a link to in the video editing area. I just download it and put it in the text models, text encoders, and put it here. And you have to choose it here. Once you put it there, you can choose it. And precision, you should choose the same one with the model. And here you can input your positive prompt, and here is the negative prompt. You can just copy and paste my prompt. I also will include the whole workflow in my video editing area, and you can download it. And quantization, and you have to choose IP8 because it's a much larger one. So you can see the size of this model is 11 GB. It is pretty much larger than my VRAM, so I have to use quantization method. I choose IP8 to downscale the weights to much smaller size. And here use this cache, choose true, and device I should choose GPU because it will run on GPU. In my previous video, the workflow uses CPU for the text encoder, and you can use GPU here using this node. And the other three nodes is just some tweaks and optimizations. You can choose as I do. I will not talk about this in details. I think I will make another video for the WanVideoWrapper node. I will explain the parameters in detail in the future. Also, in WanVideo sampler, make sure you use 20 steps, and CFG choose 5, Shift choose 8. It is all recommended by the Wan2.2 official documents. And here you can choose the seed and use randomize. And here, this is very important, you have to make the force offload true. You have to choose make it true, or the video generation time will take much longer. And please make a guess. If I choose to false, how much time will the workflow takes? Please leave a comment, and I will tell you the result in my next video. And scheduler and the other parameters, just choose the one I choose and make it there. And here is very important. You have to use the CFZ toggle. I've also talked about that in my first and second videos. You have to do this because here the workflow doesn't support CUDN, so you have to choose make it false here. And here is the RAM cleanup node. It will help you to clean up your system RAM, or the workflow will leave the garbage there, leave the cache, leave the processes with DLLs there, so it will eat up your memory and it will make the generation time much longer. And this is the sampler node. And another important node is VAE. It's actually a wrapper node for the visual one. And here you can choose the precision. I choose IP16. Like I just said here, IP16 is well supported by the AMD card. And also you should choose Wan2.2. And if you watched my previous video, you may have this model already downloaded, and just choose it here and connect VAE to this video decode node. And you just connect as I do here, and output images is in pixel space. So before this decode, the video is in latent space. You just cannot see with the eyes what the latent space are. So we have to change it to pixel node. And here is the frame interpolation node, because the default workflow use 81 frames and it is 60 frames per second. So it's not that smooth. And if you use this frame interpolation, you can double the frame rate to 32, and the video will look much smoother than this 16 version. And here you use video combine mode. Is another node introduced by the video helper suite. It's very helpful, and you just connect the images here, and the frame rate is 16. Just for demonstration, see, it's not as smooth, and this one 32 frames version is much more smoother. And you connect frames and images to the video combine node, and the parameters you should choose MP4, and the others just the same as I do. Okay, and I will do another test on the air. I just generated another prompt using Google Gemini, and I just want to put it here. Copy and paste. I will generate a fresh new video on the air, and I think it's just for demonstration. And okay, I should click the run button, and workflow just started. See, it runs through the VAE loader, and now it is actually executing this node, and you can see the VRAM is occupied by the node. So you have to load the text encoder model from the disk. The disk is SATA SSD is very slow, and see, it will be loaded into the VRAM, and weights being scaled down to FP8. Actually, the loading time is pretty longer, and the generating time, see, just a few seconds, just a blink of an eye, and it will run through 20 steps of denoising. And you can also see the text model is unloaded, and the diffusion model is loaded, both to the VRAM and system RAM. See, the system RAM just being occupied much more, and also the GPU VRAM. It has been set up here. Use block swap to swap some of the weights into system RAM and the other being kept in GPU RAM. Although I just can't keep the GPU busy for all of its time, I just can keep it half busy, and it is pretty good because if you choose to swap some of the weights out, you have to do some computation here and swap it out, and do some computation here and swap it out. So it will not use the full power of the GPU, but because I use only 8GB RAM, so it's the best way I do. It's the best way I can choose to do the generation. See, it's running. So I will just close the video, pause the video for a moment, and wait for it to come to run through to completion, and it will come back later. The workflow just runs through it to its completion, and the generating time is 23 minutes, just the same as the previous workflow in my previous video. But I should mention that we are using a more powerful model. It's an FP16 model, and the model I used in my previous video is Q6. It's not that much powerful, and the video quality is much better than the previous video. So I think the WanVideoWrapper is a more powerful and efficient node pack, and can even use this model if I use the official node pack. It will give me an out of memory error. Okay, this is the whole content of today's video. If you like my video, please like and subscribe. If there is any questions, please leave a comment below. I will answer it as soon as possible. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye bye.